I love this fucking movie. The Goonies! Yay! Hey, wait a minute. I've been to that house before.
Alzheimer's, abhorrent dementia, aphagogoraphobia. One's memories are the sum of who they once were and who they will become, an amalgamation of knowledge, trauma, euphoria, so on and so forth. We hearken back to those moments that make us feel at peace with our lives. We have our triggers, which flare up post-traumatic stresses. We retain knowledge from a collective of past experiences in order to never repeat the sins of the past. When all these memories dissipate, what then? Failure to retain any knowledge? Failure to recollect on the most simplistic things? Failure to recognize familiar faces? Failure to remain cognizant within the comforts of your own home. I searched frantically for traces of my former life, but have found naught. I don't understand why or how I ended up here. Does my failure to recollect who I once was bear any purpose? Or am I damned to be forever standing the test of all time as nothing more than a withered husk? I may never find the resolution I seek, and all I can do is hope that you may never end up like me.
I herald my beginning, and I herald thy end. And there's only one thing I can truly say to make you all understand what I truly mean by that. Imagine one day changing all of that in a spiral of time. That one day is a lingering thought within all of the Legends crew. A lingering thought that I remember, that everyone remembers. But there is one thing by the end of this time that you will always remember, is I will make you forget Zane. I will make you forget Tristan. I will make you forget them all, just so I can get what is rightfully mine. Regardless, I don't think it really matters that much to you, the viewer. But oh boy, you are so deathly wrong. You and everyone else that watches this channel will finally see my plan come to action. And I am going to be so happy when it all forms together, like an eggshell when a mother gives birth to her baby boy or girl. Whatever happens, this day will be marked as the day you finally understood my purpose. me. Boo.
Ladies and gentlemen, my adventures here in Oregon have gotten very interesting. I want to show you something pretty cool and something I am a huge fan of, and you will see what I mean by that. Okay, fellas, do you recognize this place? Do you recognize this place at all? No? Do you recognize this? Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the area where the filming of the legendary movie The Goonies happened. This is fire. I am very excited about this. Dana's freaking costume, dude. Oh my God. There's the Goonies thing right here, and then if you recognize this cell, bro, this is amazing. Hey, you guys, and right over here, bruh, it's One-Eyed Willie. Dude, this is so freaking cool. Okay, this is gonna be cool because we are now heading to also another popular spot here in this area, and it is the house where the Goonies basically got the One-Eyed Willie treasure map and all that. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna take me back to the Goonies, one of my favorite movies of all time, and we're just about to get there. Dude, what? I'm in disbelief. This is the house. The house where it all started. So originally some old guy had it. They wouldn't even let you actually go onto the property. And now they've got like a fan owns this place. He turned it back to how it was originally made in the movie. And legit, it's a surreal moment just seeing that in person, especially when that house was involved in a very popular movie that I enjoyed growing up. So that is gonna go down as one of my top 10 experiences right there. That's for sure. I just told my dad not that long ago, this feels like a fucking dream to me. I don't know how, but this really does, and this is insane. Think it's this location.
No.
Or this.
Yeah.
I need to look up the reference photo. Y'all tell me what you think. My mom drew this pumpkin. It's faded on one side, but it's okay on this side. I think it still looks nice. We might look at some Halloween decorations today. I don't know yet. But we must prepare for our adventures throughout the month. So, prepare yourselves. This is cool. It's a giant skeleton with another one. And that's a lot of pumpkins. Spooky season being at its finest. Spooky month is almost over with. I didn't even see this. Look at that. Howdy there. Got some great decorations this year. What the fuck are you, dude? That thing is huge. The hell? And of course we got more decorations right here. Everybody just getting crazy with their decorations this year. This is pretty awesome. Woo! Going to look for more pumpkins again. We've come back here again for another hayride. It was fire last year. It's probably going to be fire again. It's the same shit that we saw before. You get what I mean. Take a look at that tractor. The hayride. And the pumpkin. very easy to pick out some pumpkins this year. This is Brody's, this is mine. This was very easy to find. But the pumpkins looking nice this year. Look at all them pumpkins. It's the pumpkin patch with a pumpkin field. Is Jack here? If you live in Columbus, Ohio area, this video is for you. So, continue to stay on this part of the video because I'm going to be covering the Sonic Temple 2026 lineup. I've never been to Sonic Temple, so I have no idea what to expect with this, but if you do live in the Columbus, Ohio area, this video is for you. So, let's get to it. All right, I know it's a couple hours removed from when we recorded that first clip of me revealing the Sonic Temple lineup right when it drops. Of course, it's a couple hours removed after it dropped, but holy fuck, y'all. Holy shit. That is the Sonic Temple 2026 lineup. Let's go over it bit by bit. There's a lot to talk about here, because holy fuck. Okay, so we're going to start off with Thursday first. We got a couple different bands to talk about here, but starting off at the very bottom, we're going to start with Necrogoblicon, Suffocation. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Flesh God Apocalypse, Napalm Death, Bruh, Cattle Decapitation, Dying Fetus, Cradle of Filth, and Behemoth. Bruh, what? That section is full of death metal. Like, holy shit. I mean, like I said before, the only band in this that I'm like, about is, well, Cradle of Filth and, of course, Behemoth. But the rest of that lineup, down from those two bands, oh my god, bro, I can't even. The next section, I think this was stage 4 probably. It's got Wind Waker, Pretty Wild, Nerve, Wind Walkers, Holding Absence, Catch Your Breath, Magnolia Park, and Dayseeker. This is a good section right here too because you got a lot of metalcore bands on this one. So I do like that this is something that they added within this lineup. Now, this next section is fucking wild. I'm honestly fucking amazed with this set right here for Sonic Temple. You have Disembodied Tyrant, Carnifex, Body Snatcher, Attila, Thy Art is Murder, Whitechapel makes their return, and then Slaughter to Prevail. Holy shit. That is... wow. Like, these first 3 sections are really good, in my opinion. Going up, Egypt Central, which I just learned about, Fozzy, Flyleaf with Lacey Strum, their original singer, The Used, Rise Against, and Breaking Benjamin. I like this section too, except for The Used. I don't know if I would take a look at them. But Egypt Central, Fozzy, Flyleaf, Rise Against, and Breaking Benjamin, 100% I would check out. Now, this section right here, I would only see, or the top section, I would say, I would only see one band from this, and I think you all know who that is. So, starting off with the top section, this is what is going to be the main stage with the main headliner. We have Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Hawthorne Heights, LS Dunes, Coheed and Cambria, All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, and My Chemical Romance. Not bad. I think Coheed and Cambria is the only band I would really see. The rest of the bands, I'm like, eh. That's pretty much how it is for me on that one. To Friday's section of the lineup. We got a lot to cover, by the way. With the lower section, we start off with Flaw. Then we go to Soil. Then there's Mushroom Head. Powerman 5000. Okay. Dope. Static X. Yes, sir. Seven Dust, and then Zach Sabbath. Oh my god. First off, I gotta say that Zach Sabbath being on this lineup. Zach Wild playing Black Sabbath songs, by the way. I think that's fire. This next section. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. This section's great. Like, if I didn't think that the Zach Sabbath section was great, I definitely think this second section going up is Left on Red, Not Enough Space, Jaluka, Japanese metal showing up on this fucking page, Signs of the Swarm, Brand of Sacrifice, Chelsea Grin, Paleface Swiss, Kublai Khan, Texas, and Lorna Shore. I fuck with this part of the lineup hard. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Third section of the lineup for Friday. You got Woe Is Me, The Word Alive, Crown the Empire, Bless the Fall, Atreyu, Story of the Year, and Simple Plan. There's a couple bands I'd see on that lineup. Going up to the second band before the main stage, we have Lit, Everclear, Newfound Glory, Yellow Card, Sublime, and The Offspring. I think I would only see Sublime on this part, to be perfectly honest with you. We got Buck Cherry, we got Hinder, we got Daughtry, we got Stone Temple Pilots, we got Hailstorm, Stained, and Shinedown. Headlining for another year, it seems, at a different festival. I'm actually all right with this because I do love me some Shinedown. Saturday, oh boy, let's talk about Saturday. Starting from the bottom once again, for Saturday we have Butcher Babies, CKY. I don't know about that one. Snot, Biohazard, Carcass, Creator, Sepultura going on their last tour ever, and Body Count. Now that it's saying it's featuring Ice-T, so I'm like, is he not the lead vocalist of Body Count? I know I would skip that headliner, but some of these I would not skip. Then there is Novelists, Alt, Alpha Wolf, Make Them Suffer, The Ghost Inside, August Burns Red, The Humidity Affliction, and Architects. I like this section because it's got a whole boatload of different stuff going on here. You have Knuckle Puck, Citizen, State Champs, The Wonder Years, Motion City Soundtrack, Mayday Parade, and The Story So Far. This is probably the weakest part of the lineup for me. I don't really care for these bands, to be perfectly real. Then we have All That Remains, Coal Chamber, Tom Morello, Alter Bridge, Bush, and Marilyn Manson. I would only probably see All That Remains. Maybe a bit of Alter Bridge. I don't know. They skip so many festivals every time they ever come out to a fucking festival. Especially Rockville. Like, why y'all skipping? And then, of course, this section, I'm pretty sure most of it you know. There's two new parts to this. So, for the main stage for Saturday, you have a Maria Elfake, Pele Royale, that's the new one, Plotting You, Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, Good Charlotte, and Bring Me the Horizon. Did I say two? I meant three. So, it's funny, because originally when they first announced that Bring Me the Horizon was going to Sonic Temple, it was just Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White, Plotting You, and then Maria. Which I think is interesting because they added a whole boatload of shit here. Now we're finally going to get to Sunday. I know this is a long part of the fucking video. I apologize. We have Castle Rat, going from the bottom again for Sunday. Spirit World, Windrose, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy hole. Ailstorm, Fire Metal all the way. Devil Driver, Apocalyptica, Dragon Force, and Deathlock, Metalocalypse, Batman Metal. Then we have the next section on Sunday's lineup. Drop Dead Gorgeous, Attack, we saw them in Rockville last year. From First to Last, Anne Berlin,
Census Fail, Thrice, Chiodos, and Dance Gavin Dance. Not a bad section. We have this third section in Sunday's lineup, Conquer Divide, Thornhill, you saw perform with Sleep Token on their Even in Arcadia tour, Throne, Bloodywood, Polaris, we did see Throne, I'm pretty sure you all remember that, it was Salt Lake, actually, at the complex. Polaris, We Came as Romans, of course we know that I like Bloodywood and this. We Came as Romans made a great album, by the way, I liked it a lot. And then Electric Callboy headlining that stage. This next section, I honestly really like this next section because there's a lot of great stuff. Demon Hunter, In Flames, Anthrax, Amon Amarth, Public Enemy, and Megadeth. Did not know that they still played. And then finally, to end off this Sonic Temple lineup, we have Saliva, POD, Avatar, Black Label Society, Lamb of God, Godsmack, and Tool. One of my all-time favorite bands. So that is all of the Sonic Temple 2026 lineup. Let me know in the comments, which bands do you want to see? And will you be going to Columbus, Ohio to see this shit? If I could, I would, but I'm not going to. But I definitely wanted to cover this for the people who are close to that area.
Spirit Halloween. I like this little subway thing.
You guys, I'm giving you.
That's the chick from Squid Games. You dickhead.
Double chin, look at my ball sack.